If you own an apartment building and it's professionally managed, you're going to want to take a look at your income and expense report from that management company. And what I'm talking about here is something you should be on the lookout for, and that's salary creep. So what is salary creep? So normally companies that exclusively manage multifamily, the way that they're set up is that they allocate salary as an expense to the different apartment owners, right? So somebody might have 20 units, somebody might have 100, etc. And they'll allocate it based on maybe a pro rata basis or some other formula that they use. Now that makes sense, right? Because they've got to pay for their staff. But what we see sometimes happen is those salaries start to increase more than you would expect them to. Now, there are legitimate reasons for this, right? They may have hired a more qualified person. Your property may be taking more time, so now they have to reallocate essentially your staff expense, your salary expense. Or maybe that person who's currently working with you had an increase in compensation. These are all reasonable things that you should expect and that the management company should be able to explain. What they don't tell you, though, is that sometimes they manage a collection of properties and they lose some of those properties. And when they lose those properties, they are now in a situation where they have a deficit on being able to pay for that individual's salary. So what do? Sometimes they reach into their own pockets and make up the loss, but a lot of time what they do is they look at the total portfolio and they reallocate that salary to the remaining doors. That means that they're not necessarily getting more time, more qualified person, or even that particular staff member is getting more in pay. They're actually just reallocating a larger slice of the pie to you because now they have fewer units under management. So this is definitely something you always want to question if you see an increase in the salary cost for your building. If you do have an apartment building and you want to have us look at it, we're always open to looking at new clients. Reach out and we'd be happy to talk to you.